Hi everyone, and welcome to our webinar for Filestack's features you did not know. We're thrilled to have Rodrigo Gullen, a Filestack expert, as our speaker. In this session, Rodrigo will unveil some of Filestack's most innovative features. First, we'll explore image NSFW detection. This feature helps ensure your content is appropriate for all audiences. Next is we'll look at virus detection to learn how Filestack keeps your digital environment secure. The third is we'll dive into image captioning, discovering how this tool transforms images into descriptive narratives. And finally, Rodrigo will introduce image sentiment detection to see how Filestack analyzes the emotional context of images. Each feature is obviously a game changer in the digital file management, and get ready to be informed and inspired with Rodrigo Gullen. Rodrigo?
Welcome to this tutorial on the Image and Video Safe for Work feature by Filestack. In today's session, we'll delve into the world of the content safe, exploring how this intelligent service can enhance your content curation, streamline your workflows, and create a safer, more engaging environment for your audience. So let's jump right in. Before we delve into the intricacies, let's grasp the essence of the Image and Video Safe for Work feature. In a digital landscape teeming with diverse content, Safe for Work stands as a vigilant sentinel, ensuring that the content you present aligns with your business values and maintains a safe environment for your audience. Whether you are a content creator, a marketer, or an e-commerce professional, this feature empowers you to curate your content thoughtfully. Let's roll on our sleeves and dive into how to harness the power of the Image Safe for Work feature. To access this capability through the Processing API, we utilize a task known as Safe for Work. This task, combined with security policies and signature, facilitates the seamless integration of the Safe for Work feature into your workflow. So let's take a look at the API requests that unlock this functionality. You can check if a file uploaded is safe for work using its handler. And also, you can check if an image from an external URL, for example from Google or another website, is safe for work. And additional, maybe you have already stored files into a personal S3 bucket or Google Cloud service. So using these storage aliases, you can check if that image store is actually safe for work. Now, what does the Image Safe for Work feature's response looks like? It's elegant, simple, yet profound in its implications. When the uploaded image is deemed safe, the response will be this one. With this flag Safe for Work, set it in true. And conversely, if the content raises concerns, the response may appear as this one. With the Safe for Work flag, set it in false. The straightforward response acts as the foundation for making dynamic decisions in your content workflows. And well, beyond the individual tasks, the Image Safe for Work feature finds its home within the Filestack workflows, a reel of automated, interconnected tasks. By utilizing Workflows UI, you can create powerful, adaptable sequences that use the Safe for Work responses as a guiding beacon. This integration brings a new dimensions of intelligence to your content management. And now, let's expand the horizon. Let's explore the Video Safe for Work feature, available exclusively within the Filestack workflows. The Video Safe for Work shares the same mission but for videos. This task is tailored for videos up to 10 minutes in length, ensuring the safety and suitable of visual content. As videos are processed through the Video Safe for Work feature, the workflows generates response that encapsulates the safety status of the video. The response might take this form. With the flag Safe for Work, set it in true. But in cases where potential concerns arise, this will be the actual response, with the flag Safe for Work set it on false. And also, you will find details on where you can find this on Safe for Work content, from a start offset to an end offset, and the confidence the task have for this. And well, maybe you're working with very large videos, so the response can get large for longer videos. So you can receive processing video results as a file by setting as a file parameter to true. In this case, the webhook will look like this. Here you will find an URL that will guide you to a file with all the information from the detailed workflow task. And finally, you can safeguard your brand integrity by ensuring the suitability of your content. Also, you can integrate Safe for Work into your workflows for efficient, context-driven content management. Foster a safe and positive audience engagement by curating content responsibly. And now we are going to test the requests that we can make using the Safe for Work task. First, we are going to check if an image that was previously uploaded into our Filestack account is actually safe for work. For that, we need its handle, and we can find the handle into our developers portal. For example, I'm going to choose this image and I'm going to check if it is safe for work. So I'm going to copy its handle and paste it into the request. And now we also need a policy and a signature. So we are going to return to our developers portal and we are going to click into the security tab. Here, we are going to select all the permissions for our policy and signature. In this case, I'm going to select all of them. And I'm going to choose an expiration date, and that's all. Now I'm going to copy and paste our policy and our signature. And here we can see our response with the Safe for Work flag set it on true. That means that our image is actually safe for work. And now we are going to test our Safe for Work feature, but with an external URL. So for that, I'm going to find an image in the web and I'm going to copy its link. I'm going to paste it now into my request. And once again, we need our policy and our signature. And additionally, we need our Filestack API key. So I'm going to copy and paste our policy and signature that we already have generated. Our API key can be located into our developers portal. I'm going to copy it and paste it into my request. And that's it. Again, we are getting our Safe for Work flag set it on true. And finally, we are going to test our last request using a file that is located into a personal cloud service. For this, I'm going to copy and paste again our API key and our security credentials. And now, to execute this task, we are going to use the storage aliases feature. This alias can be configured into our developers portal. Here, I already have a bucket with the alias custom. So I'm going to copy the alias and paste it into my request. This alias is pointing to my personal S3 bucket. And right now, I need the path of the file. So I'm going to use a file that I have already uploaded. I'm going to use this image. This is the same image that I showed you before. So I'm going to copy it and paste it. And that's it. Again, we can see our response with the Safe for Work task set it on true. Right now, we are going to explore how to actually use the image and video Safe for Work feature from Filestack through the workflows using automated tasks to make decisions depending on the response. For this, we are going to move to our workflow section. To make it more easier for understanding, I'm going to create two workflows. I'm going to start creating the image Safe for Work workflow. I'm going to give it a name. And now I'm going to select the image Safe for Work task located into the intelligence panel. Our workflow is already saved. But now it's time for the magic. I'm going to select new actions depending on the response we get. So I'm going to add a new task to remove the file if the tag Safe for Work is equal to false. For this, I need to add a new condition for the task and add the Safe for Work tag equal to false. And now I'm going to select another task. I want to store my file into my S3 personal bucket if the image is actually Safe for Work. I'm going to add the new condition, but in this case, I'm going to select if the image Safe for Work tag is equal to true. And that's it. Now I'm going to copy my picker configuration to run this file. You can check how to configure the picker step by step in a video from YouTube on the Filestack channel. Now I'm going to run my program and I'm going to upload a sample file. Here I will see the response from my workflow into my webhook. I'm going to copy and paste this response into a JSON beautifier to see it more clearly. Here I can see all the information from my workflow. I can see that the save for work tag is set on true, and also I can see that my file has been already stored into my personal S3 bucket. So our workflow is working as expected. And now it's time to test the video save for work feature. I'm going to create a new workflow and give it a name. And I'm going to select this time the video save for work task. And right now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to delete my file if the tag save for work is equal to false. And I'm going to store into my personal S3 bucket if my file is safe for work. And that's it. I'm going to copy the configuration and paste it into my code. And now I'm going to upload a video. Here I can see the response from this workflow. I'm going to copy it and paste it into my JSON beautifier. And here you can find all the information. Here you can see that the save for work tag is set on true. And I can see that my file have been already stored into my S3 personal bucket. And that's how you can actually optimize the image and video save for work tasks using workflows. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
Thank you, Rodrigo. Up next, we will dive into the world of safety and security with our virus detection feature. Discover how Filestack ensures your files are not just managed, but also protected from digital threats. Rodrigo?
Hey there, and welcome to our comprehensive video tutorial on the virus detection feature in Filestack. We'll take a deep dive into this crucial tool, which can significantly enhance the security and reliability of your platform. Whether you're running a file sharing service, a document management system, or any application that handles user uploads, virus detection is essential to safeguarding your users and their data. So let's get started. Before we delve into the technical aspects, let's establish a clear understanding of what virus detection is and why it matters. Virus detection is an advanced security mechanism designed to proactively identify and isolate infected files uploaded by users. In a sense, it acts as a sentinel, tirelessly scanning every file that enters your system to ensure it's free from malware, viruses, and another malicious content. This is paramount for maintaining the safety and integrity of your platform, as well as the trust of your users. Without effective virus detection, your platform could be vulnerable to various threats, potentially compromising not only your users' data, but also your reputation. Now that we comprehend the importance of virus detection, let's explore how to seamlessly integrate it into your workflows using Filestack. Virus detection is a core component of Filestack workflows, an automation tool that empowers you to orchestrate complex tasks effortlessly. By configuring virus detection as a task within your workflow, you can ensure that every file uploaded by your users undergoes a thorough malware scan. This adds an extra layer of security to your platform, ensuring that potentially harmful files are identified and quarantined. Configuring virus detection is one thing, but understanding how it operates under the hood is equally important. To take the most of this feature, you can define logic condition like infected equals to true. This allows you to dictate how subsequent tasks in your workflow should execute based on the virus detection results. For instance, if a virus is detected, you might want to trigger an immediate response, such as notifying an administrator or quarantining this file. This level of control is crucial for efficiently managing potentially harmful content. Once a workflow has been already executed, you will get a response with all the information of the virus detection process. The first case is if the file is not infected. If this is the case, you will have the field infected set on false. And in the case that the file is actually infected, the infected field will be set on true. And additionally, you will find an infection list with a list of strings with names of any malware found in the file. And well, if the file is not infected, the infection list will be empty. And now, let's reflect on the compelling benefits of the virus detection feature. The virus detection feature fortifies your platform security posture by actively identifying and isolating infected files. This proactive approach means your users are shielded from malware threats, and you can foster trust in the safety of your service. And also, with this virus detection feature in place, your users can upload files without hesitation, knowing that your platform is equipped to ensure the safety of their data. This, in turn, boosts their confidence and satisfaction, which is vital for user retention and growth. And well, this virus detection is the first line of defense against financial losses and data breaches. Viruses and malware can wreak havoc on your applications, potentially causing costly downtime and system failures. In the worst cases, data breaches can expose sensitive user information, leading to a loss of trust, reputational damage, and yes, potential legal ramifications. By implementing this virus detection, you shield your company from these risks, ensuring the integrity of your applications and the security of user data. And now, we are going to implement the virus detection feature into a real example. For this, we are going to move to our workflows panel, and we are going to create a new workflow. We are going to give it a name, maybe virus detection workflow, for example. And now we are going to select the virus detection task that is located in the intelligence panel. And now it's time to see the real magic of the workflows. I'm going to automate the process of deleting files if they are infected with virus. And I'm going to store them into my S3 bucket if they're not. For this, I'm going to select a new task. In this case, remove original file. But I'm going to add a condition. I'm just going to remove this file if the field infected is set on true. And now, every time a file is infected with some kind of malware, will be automatically removed. Now let's see the other case. I'm going to add a new condition, but this time I'm going to select the store task. And as the previous one, I'm going to select just to store the file if the field infected is set on false. And that's it. Our workflow is already finished. But now you are maybe wondering, what happened to all the processed data? How can we check if the file was infected or not? And well, for that, we have the webhooks. The webhooks are endpoints that essentially will receive the response from the tasks. For example, in this case, I'm going to make just an example endpoint using the Deceptor web page, where I'm going to receive all the information. And now it's time to test our workflow and check that it's working alright. If we go back to the workflow that we have already created, we are going to find the way to configure this into a picker. For example, the picker is essentially a file upload user interface. And well, it maybe takes some time to configure a picker from scratch, but don't worry, because Filestack have already designed a web tool to actually generate ready-to-use code. This amazing tool is called Snap Filestack. Here, I will just need to paste my API key and I will have the code to make a file uploader using my Filestack account. I'm going to copy this and paste it into an empty application. And now the picker is already configured. So right now, I'm just going to add the workflow configuration. I'm going to copy it and paste it into my application. And that's it. Now we can test it. And that's it. Now I'm going to upload a sample file. Once the file has been already uploaded, we are going to be able to see some information on our console, including the workflow information. And now, if we check our webhook, we're going to find the response of the workflow. So I'm going to copy this and paste it into a JSON beautifier. to analyze all the data. Here we are going to see all the information of this workflow, and here we are going to find the virus detection feature information. We can see that the field infected is set on false. And we also can see that the file has been already stored because, well, the file is not infected with any kind of malware.
Coming up, we unveil the magic of image captioning. You'll see how Filestack turns your visuals into compelling stories, enhancing the way you interact with images. Rodrigo?
Hello and welcome. In this video tutorial, we'll be delving into the world of the Filestack's image captioning feature. Image captioning is an exciting intelligent service that enables you to generate descriptive captions for your images. Whether you're looking to add context to your visuals or improve your content management workflows, image captioning has you covered. Let's jump in and explore the capabilities of this powerful tool. Image captioning is a sophisticated feature offered by Filestack that employs advanced algorithms to describe the content of your images. Imagine having the ability to automatically generate informative captions for your visuals, making them more inclusive and informative. This feature leverages attention networks to analyze the key elements of an image and accurate, concise descriptions. With image captioning, you can bridge the gap between visuals and textual context, opening up new possibilities for content creation and sharing. And now let's explore how to use the image captioning feature in your project. To access this feature, you can utilize the Processing API by invoking the Caption task. This task enables you to generate captions for your images. You'll need to use your security policy and signature for authentication, and then you can use the following API endpoints. You can check the caption of a previously uploaded file using its handle. Also, you can check captions from external URLs. And additionally, if your image is stored into a personal cloud service like Google Cloud or maybe into a personal Amazon S3 bucket, you can use the storage alias feature from Filestack to actually check the caption of that image. And this will return the caption of your image, enhancing its descriptive value. Once you have executed the caption task, you'll receive a JSON containing the generating caption for your image. The response will be in JSON format and will include the caption parameter, which holds the descriptive text. This caption provides a succinct and accurate description of the content within your image. The response can be directly integrated into your applications or workflows for seamless content management. And now, integrating image captioning into your workflows is a breeze. If you are using Filestack workflows, you can access the image captioning task within the Intelligent Tasks category. This opens up exciting possibilities for automation and content enhancement. By combining image captioning with other tasks, you can create intelligent workflows that streamline your processes and add valuable context to your media assets. And well, after executing the image captioning tasks within your workflow, you'll receive a response similar to what we discussed earlier. This response can play a pivotal role in guiding the subsequent tasks in your workflow. Additionally, you can leverage webhooks to receive real-time updates about task execution. The webhook payload will contain information about the workflow result, status, and more. This feature revolutionizes the way we communicate visually. By pairing images with concise, informative captions, we bridge the gap between visuals and context, and this empowers us to convey messages accurately and connect with our audience on a deeper level. And well, incorporating this powerful feature into your marketing strategy demonstrates your brand's efforts to create content that resonates with everyone. It also provides an opportunity to leverage the power of storytelling, as captions can add an extra layer of narrative to your visuals. And integrated, well-crafted captions make a powerful impact of our content. It contextualizes our visuals, making them more relatable and engaging. Whether it's for personal projects or commercial endeavors, image captioning empowers us to make informed choices and deliver messages effectively. And now we are going to test the requests that we can make using the image captioning task. First, we are going to check the caption description from an image that was previously uploaded into our Filestack account. For this, we are going to need the handle of the file. So we are going to move to our developer portal and to our content browser. Here I'm going to pick an image, for example, an image of myself, and I'm going to copy its handle and paste it into a request. Additionally, we need a policy and a signature, so we can generate those credentials into the security panel from our developer's portal. Here I'm going to give all the permissions for my policy. In this case, I will select all of them, and we need to select additionally an expiration date for the policy. Then I'm going to copy and paste the policy and signature into a request. And that's it. Easy as cake. We have the description of the image. The description is a man wearing a suit and a tie, and it's a perfect description for the image that I uploaded. And now we are going to test the second request using an external URL. For this, we need our Filestack API key and again the policy and signature credentials. So I'm going to copy these credentials and paste it into the request. And we can find our API key into our developer's portal. And now I'm going to search an image from internet. For example, an image of a bird, perhaps. I'm going to pick one image and copy its URL. And that's it. We get a small bird sitting on a branch. As we can see, it's a perfect description for the image. And finally, we are going to test our last request using storage aliases. This means that I will check the caption from an image into a personal cloud service. In this case, my personal S3 bucket. And once again, we need the Filestack API key, the security credentials. So I'm going to copy and paste them again. And you can configure your storage aliases from your developer's portal into the storage aliases panel. You can find more documentation about this into the Filestack documentation webpage. Here I have already registered my personal S3 bucket with a specific alias. So I'm going to copy the alias and paste it into my request. And finally, we need to add the path to the file. So here I'm going to select my personal bucket, and I'm going to select an image. In this case, I'm going to pick this one. It's an image of a dog. So I'm going to copy this path and paste it into my request. And that's it. A large brown dog lying on the grass. That's a perfect description for the image. And that's it. Right now, we already have seen how the Filestack image captioning task works perfectly using all the API requests. And now, we are going to test the image captioning feature using workflows. So for this, we are going to move to our workflows panel into our developer's portal. And here, we are going to create a new workflow. We are going to give it a name, image captioning workflow, for example. And now we are going to select the caption task from the intelligence section. And that's it. Easy as cake. We have already finished our work. So right now I can copy and paste the picker configuration to make this run into a file picker interface. And now I can paste these store options into my code. If you don't know how to make this, there is a video explaining how to do it step by step. But actually, if you want to save time, there is a tool developed by Filestack named Snap Filestack. With this web tool, you just need to copy and paste your API key, and you can automatically generate the code for the picker, and a lot of more features from Filestack. Here you can personalize your picker as you want, but in this case, I will keep it simple. So right now, I can copy and paste this code, and that's it. Our picker configuration is already finished. Now, I'm going to copy and paste the store options with the workflow ID. And that's it. Just copying and pasting a few lines of code, we have already our picker configured and running. So right now, I'm going to test our program, and I'm going to upload a sample image. And here into our endpoint, we are going to receive the response from the workflow. I'm going to copy and paste this into a JSON beautifier for a better understanding. Here, we are going to have all the information from the workflow and the tasks. Here we can see the workflow, the job ID, the dates, and here we can see the caption information with the description of the image. A large brown dog lying on the grass. That describes perfectly the image that we uploaded. And that's it, easy as cake. We have already configured a workflow with the image captioning task. And that's all for this tutorial.
Lastly, we will explore the intriguing realm of image sentiment detection to learn how Filestack's advanced technology interprets the emotional context of images, adding a new layer of insight to your digital content. Rodrigo?
Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on the remarkable image sentiment feature offered by Filestack. In today's session, we are going to immerse ourselves in the world of visual emotions and learn how this powerful tool can add a new layer of understanding to your image analysis endeavors. Understanding emotions in images is not just about pixels and colors. It's about deciphering the very essence of the human expression, and that's precisely what image sentiment allows you to do. By detecting and analyzing general emotions with images, you can unlock valuable insights that have the potential to revolutionize how to perceive and engage with your visual content. Imagine being able to peer into an image and discern the emotions it conveys, whether it's happiness, sadness, surprise, anger, or even calmness and confusion. Image sentiment is your gateway to this fascinating realm. It's not just about static pictures anymore. It's about unraveling the stories and sentiments that these images hold. To start the sentiment analysis, you will be using the image sentiment task within the processing API. You can get the sentiment of your uploaded file using its handle. Also, you can use the image sentiment feature with an external URL. And finally, if you have files stored into your own cloud service, you can use the image sentiment feature with the storage aliases in order to get the emotions from that image. It's important to know that to ensure data security and integrity, the image sentiment task requires security policy and signature. Once you've embarked on your sentiment analysis journey, you'll be greeted with a response JSON structures that hold the key to that emotional world of your images. The structured response provides a dictionary of emotions, each accompanied by a confidence score. It's as if the image is whispering its emotions to you, and the image sentiment translates these whispers to a tangible data. The image sentiment feature, it simply integrates with Filestack workflows, an architecture of tasks that empowers you to design intricate, automated workflows. Imagine being able to craft a sequence of actions based on the emotions a particular image evokes. Through the intuitive Workflows UI, you'll have the power to configure tasks and logic items. You just need to select the image sentiment task. And now, let's explore the dynamic world of logic that image sentiment unlocks. Think of logic as the bridge between raw data and meaningful outcomes. You can construct logic rules that dictate actions based on the emotional analysis. For instance, you can set up rules like if happy emotion is greater than 90 or less than 10, this empowers you to create customized flows that respond intelligently to the emotions portrayed in your images. This is the response that you will get into your webhook with all the data of the workflow and the image sentiment data. Finally, you can unleash the power of the image sentiment. Tailor your content to resonate with the emotions your images evoke, creating a more powerful impact and relatable user experience. Also, you can gain insights into how your audience reacts emotionally to different visuals, enable you to fine-tune your marketing campaigns for maximum impact. Finally, you can craft dynamic responses and actions based on the emotional context of images, enabling more personalized and context-aware interactions. First, let's test the API requests. We'll start with the initial request. To proceed, we need a policy and signature, which we'll generate in the developer portal after setting the necessary permissions and the expiration date. In this case, I will select all the permissions and an expiration date. Now, we'll copy and paste these values into our request. And additionally, we'll use a file handle from a previously uploaded file. And that's it. Watch as the magic unfolds and we observe the emotions and their corresponding scores. Now, let's explore using external URLs. To get started, grab the API key from the developer's portal. And now, we'll reuse the policy and signature generated earlier. Next, we can go and select an external URL from an image. Perhaps an image of a happy person from Google Images. Watch closely as the image sentiment feature does its job once again. And now, moving forward, let's harness the power of the storage aliases. This feature allows us to work with files stored into our personal cloud services. To proceed, obtain the API key and the security parameters. Then define the alias you've set up for your bucket through the developer portal. You can find more documentation on this on the Filestack main website. And lastly, copy the path to a specific image, like that of a happy person stored into your bucket, and witness the seamless integration of the feature with images from your personal cloud service. And now, let's explore the workflow functionality. In the Developers Portal Workflow section, create a new workflow and give it a name. Then, include the image sentiment feature. And here's where the magic truly begins, as workflows empower us to add logic. For instance, let's only keep images of happy people. Configure the workflow to store images if the happiness score is greater than 50, for example. And conversely, remove the images if the sadness score is greater than 50. And now, let's copy this workflow configuration to set up our picker. You can follow our video on configuring the picker, available on the Filestack YouTube channel. And now, let's upload a file according to your configured settings. Then, you'll receive a response containing the comprehensive information about the image sentiment task. And here, you can observe how the file satisfies the condition, as the person in the image is indeed happy. So we can find the image here into our developer's portal. And well, that's all for this tutorial.
Thank you, Rodrigo, for that very, very informative webinar. Now, let's move on to the Q&A. All right, for the Q&A session, the first question is, could you elaborate on the specific use cases where image captioning can be employed within the processing API?
Yeah, sure. Image captioning, when integrated into the processing API, is particularly valuable in applications that require real-time image description generation. This includes scenarios like automatic image cataloging, accessibility, features for visually impaired users, and content recommendation systems.
I see. So how does image captioning then handle complex images with multiple objects and scenes?
Well, image captioning leverage advanced deep learning models like attention networks to provide detailed description for complex images containing multiple objects and scenes. It excels in recognizing and describing various elements within a single image.
Hmm. Okay. So here's a new question about virus detection. When it comes to virus detection in FastStack, can you shed light on the technology it uses to identify infected content?
Well, the virus detection employs cutting edge antivirus and malware scanning technology to analyze the uploaded files. While it detects malware signatures, behavior patterns, and node threats to identify the infected content, ensuring the higher levels of security.
Okay, so in the context of virus detection, then, what measures are in place to ensure user data privacy during the scanning process?
Well, Faltech places the strong emphasis on the user's data privacy. When the scanning for viruses, the system operates on the file's binary data, ensuring that sensitive user information is not exposed. Additionally, Faltech strictly adheres to data protection regulations to safeguard user data.
I see. That's good to know. Um, the fifth question I have here is: could you elaborate on the integration possibilities of the image sentiment feature within the processing API, and its potential applications?
Yeah, sure. Well, image sentiment integrated into the processing API is a powerful tool for applications requiring emotion analysis from images. It can be used in sentiment analysis for market research, content moderation, or even personalization for user experiences based on emotional responses to images.
Hmm. So when using image sentiments, for example, with external URLs, are there any considerations for optimizing performance and security then?
Well, when you are applying image sentiment to external URLs, it is crucial to employ security policies and signatures to ensure the secure data transmission. Additionally, optimizing the image resolution and format can enhance both performance and accuracy.
I see. So this is with regards to another feature which is called Video SFW. So regarding Video SFW, can you elaborate more on the mechanisms in place for handling longer videos? So for example, the ones longer than the default 10-minute limit.
Well, yeah, for longer videos beyond the default 10 minutes limit, Falstack offers option to increase this limit. You can discuss your specific requirements with the Falstack sales team, who can tailor solution to accommodate extended video durations.
So, in the context of safer work, how does FastStack then address the challenge of, so for example, false positives when determining content safely?
Well, actually, Falstack Safer Work employs advanced algorithms and machine learning models to minimize false positives. It continuously evolves and learns from a vast data set to improve accuracy and distinguishing between safe and potentially unsafe content.
Okay. Next question is: could you provide insights into the process of configuring and managing workflows within FileStack for seamless task automation?
Yeah, configuring workflows in Falstack involves using the Workflows UI, which allows users to define the logic between tasks. This process includes setting up task dependencies, conditional executions, and handling task responses to orchestrate efficient and automated workflows.
Okay, so when it comes to monitoring task results in FastStack workflows through webhooks, can you explain how customization and event handling are implemented?
Well, Falstack Well, Falsax webhooks provide a high degree of customization. You can specify the events you want to trigger notifications for, such as task completion or specific outcomes. These notifications can then be handled programmatically, allowing for flexible event-driven workflows and actions.
Okay, so here's a new feature question again, but this time for image captioning. Could you provide insights into how it handles images with, for example, low resolution or complex visual content?
Well, image captioning is designed to handle a variety of image types, including those with low resolution or intricate visual content. It relies on convolutional neural networks and recurrent neural networks to extract the features and generate accurate descriptions, even for challenging images.
Hmm. So, next question is how does FastStack ensure the scalability and real-time performance of image captioning then, especially for applications with a high volume of image uploads?
Yeah, well, Falsa employs distributed computing and load balancing techniques to ensure the scalability and real-time performance of image captioning. This allows it to handle large volumes of image uploads efficiently, making it suitable for application with high user engagement.
Okay, so here's another question for virus detection. What strategies are in place to keep the threat detection database up to date? So, for example, today, and effective against emerging threats.
Well, Falsac actively maintains the updates its threat detection database with the latest antivirus signatures and threat intelligence. Continuous monitoring, alcohol, and collaboration with security experts ensure the system remains effective against emerging threats.
So, for example, in the event of virus detection detecting an infected file, what actions or remediation options are available for users and developers?
Well, when virus detection identifies an infected file, it can trigger predefined actions such as quarantining this file, notifying users and administrators, and logging in the incident for further analysis and remediation.
One user asked, could you elaborate on the nuances of leveraging image sentiment in workflows for content personalization, specifically in e-commerce applications?
Yeah, sure. For example, image sentiment can be used in e-commerce workflows to personalize product recommendations based on emotional responses of users to product images. By analyzing the sentiments, e-commerce platforms can actually deliver tailored product suggestions that align with customer preferences and emotions, for example.
Okay, thank you. As we wrap up our webinar, we extend a heartfelt thank you to Rodrigo Gullen for his insightful and engaging presentation. Today, we've journeyed through some of the most innovative features of FastAct, including image NSFW detection, virus detection, image captioning, and image sentiment detection. These tools are not just features, they're powerful solutions designed to enhance and secure our digital experiences. We hope this session has opened your eyes to the vast potential of FastAct and inspired you to explore these features in your own projects. Remember, the power of FastAct is now in your hands, ready to transform how you manage your digital files. Thank you all for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you at our future events where we'll continue to explore the cutting edge of technology together. Stay curious and keep innovating. And as always, a copy of this webinar will be uploaded to our YouTube channel.